one of these days I will put myself together in front of the camera for y'all. But today is not the day. So someone made a comment on my last video, or a couple videos ago, maybe my last video, that I have a dirty camera lens. It's not actually dirty. I have come to find that either it's like a speck or something that is going out in one of my lenses, or like the ISOs. I don't know if that's the right term or not, because I am not like a camera guru or technology person at all, but there's two specks that are within my lens now, but I promise it's not dirt. Like, my lens is very clean. I don't know if it's something that's like caught in one of the inside lenses, or if it is truly one of those, like, I don't know, like the specks or the pixels or something is going out, but occasionally you'll see it, especially on my white face. It looks like there'll be like a dot or something here and there. So, and it was really annoying in one of my last videos, so I apologize for that, but that's what it is. It's not that I have a dirty lens. I'm better than that, y'all. I wouldn't have a dirty lens for you. But so I don't know what's going on with my camera, but if it pops up in this video, just try to look past my flaws. Anyways, today is Saturday, December 29th. Can you believe that 2018 is basically just come and gone? Like, we are approaching the new year. We are approaching 2019, and I just think that is so crazy, so insane. Like, where did this year go by? And I know we say that every year, especially the older you get. Like, do you remember when you were young and you just felt like time just drug on, and the things you look forward to just came so slow? But now that we're grown up and we are adulting every single day of our life, that time just like flies by. Like, in the blink of an eye, here we are, it's another year, and you are another year older. Well, here we are approaching the new year, and it is New Year's weekend, and I am so happy to say that I am off this weekend, and I'm off for New Year's Eve, and I'm off for New Year's Day. How lucky did I ever get for these days to fall together? So that means I get not 1, not 2 days off, not 3, but 4 days in a row. You cannot imagine the excitement that I have in my heart to not have to take PTO off from work, but just to automatically be off. And I am so blessed for that. I'm so excited. So today is the first day of my 4 off-day streak. So little things that you look forward to when you work all the freaking time. But I hope everyone had a great Christmas, those of you who do celebrate for Christmas, but I'm also very blessed and grateful to be off for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day as well. So I was able to spend that with my family. We had a wonderful Christmas. We got to attend one of the church Christmas services at my church. We got to go to my sister's brand new house that her and her husband built this year and have Christmas Eve, like a little party gathering, dirty Santa exchange with food and drinks, lots of laughter and fun, of course. And then the next day for Christmas Day, we went to my mom's house where we opened presents. We had a nice lunch there and just hung out and spent some really great time with family again that day. And it was just, you know, it's been a really great holiday, I must say. And most importantly, I hope everyone remembered the most important thing about Christmas is that our Christ Savior was born on Christmas Day. So happy birthday, baby Jesus. Today is Saturday. I slept in, quotations. My sleeping in is till 7 a.m. I got up around 7 a.m. this morning, and I just kind of woke up, had my coffee, read a bunch in the Bible and just some of my other devotional books that I like to do. Didn't eat breakfast till probably like 2 hours later, which is very unlike me. And then I've just been editing a YouTube video that I have been slacking on editing because I just haven't really found the time. I say that. I just haven't really made the time to sit down and edit a video, so that's in the current works right now as I'm making a new video for y'all today. But I am going to go to the gym here in just a few minutes. I'm just getting ready for that. I'm going to be working out some shoulders, and so I thought that I would take y'all along with me. I know I just posted a shoulder workout, but I can't help the day I decide to vlog just might so happen to be the exact same workout that I did in the previous video. That's just the way the cookie crumbles, guys. I don't vlog every day, so what you get is what you get. And either way, I know you'll find something to take away from it, so that's what keeps me going with this. But yes, we're gonna get ready to go to the gym here in a few minutes. One of the questions I did want to go ahead and address is, I keep forgetting to answer this question, but I get this question every so often, and that's basically what my workout split is. I'm gonna go into a little bit more depth about a topic a little later on in this video that kind of addresses my workout split currently, right now in my life, and the reason why behind that. But in general, so my workout split is mainly focused around, for the majority part of the year, especially when I'm prepping for a bodybuilding show, specifically the bikini division, my workout split is mainly geared towards more of like an aesthetic look. So not so much focused on just strength alone, but more of like building a symmetrical physique, building a physique, but just more like for aesthetic reasons. So every individual will be different of some of their weaker parts they need to work on. For me, it's definitely my weakest part, I would say, about my physique is shoulders. I talk about that very often. And then for competing purposes, it's something that I try to focus on heavily because I just don't have the genetics for nice, big, broad capped shoulders. And I'm a natural athlete, so I don't take anything that enhances my physique in order for me to retain those results faster and easier. And so I have to work really hard in order to get these little guys that I do have right now. And with that being said, really with any physique competitor, a big emphasis is going to be on the glutes in general. And for me specifically, I am always trying to attain like nice, firm, rounded glutes, strong glutes. So you can pretty much see where I'm going with this. My workout split is focused a lot heavily on glutes, hamstring. So for the majority of the year, I typically follow like your typical bro bodybuilding workout split where, let's just say, for me, and again, this is kind of tailored towards me and my goals specifically, or what I'm trying to obtain at that time or work on at that time. For me specifically, typically I work out at least 5 days a week, sometimes 6. It just kind of depends. But typically like Monday will be like an all leg day, and it's going to be kind of hit a little bit of everything. Maybe it might be quad focused, although I'm very quad dominant because that's just how I'm made up genetically and just part of my athletic background. I have really thick thighs and I don't need to work them out a whole lot. So I'll do kind of more of like an overall leg workout maybe on Monday. So that would probably actually be my hardest leg day. Tuesday is typically an all shoulder day. I might throw in some abs in there, although I don't work out abs like all the time. But Tuesday is typically like a shoulder day and a full shoulder day. And because again, I gotta work these little baby delts as much as I can in hopes that they will grow someday. Wednesday is kind of more of like a typical bodybuilding split. It's like back and biceps. Again, I might throw some abs in on that day or so. Thursday I either hit like another leg day again, but it's going to be more heavy glutes and hamstring focused. Or I will do that day, depends on how sore I am, or I'll spend that day doing like chest and triceps. And then Friday, I'll either do like another like shoulder, glute, leg combination day, or I'll just throw in shoulders on top of chest and tricep day, because I don't really work out triceps. Triceps are probably my most neglected body part, just because with chest day, you incorporate your triceps a lot, and even in other certain exercises when it comes to like back day as well, you use your triceps secondary a lot. So I don't really focus so much on my triceps, and naturally I feel like I have really big triceps for my short little stumpy arms, so I feel like I don't really need to exercise or focus on them too much. But for the majority part, I usually do legs and shoulders twice a week. And on that 6th day, I just kind of hit another body part that I feel like is lacking, or I may spend that as doing a little bit more cardio or more some like core work in there as well. So that's how I typically work out. However, I will talk about what my current workout split is now and why a little later on in this video. But for now, we're gonna get ready to go to the gym. It is almost noontime Saturday at the gym. So I'll see you there.
What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. expectations, they keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10.
And there's the spot on my camera. Finished the workout. It was a pretty darn good workout. I must say that, and I actually just made an Instagram post about this, but this is the first week in a really long time that I can think of. I really can't think of a time recently where I willfully and successfully completed a week of planned workouts. So I'm feeling accomplished. This was day 4 of this week of working out. I actually started working out this past week. Actually, day 1 of this week was Wednesday because Christmas Eve was Monday and then Christmas Day was Tuesday. So Wednesday was the day that I went back to work, and so I just kind of got back on my normal weekly routine. And that was the day that I started back in the gym this week. And I completed my cardio sessions that I had planned to. I kind of had been cheating on those recently as well and just kind of either cutting them short or just not doing them at all. So I'm feeling pretty successful about that. So this workout was a workout from one of my old powerlifting programs. Actually, this entire week that I did was an old powerlifting workout split. It was only like a 4-day split. It was more of like a deloading type week, which was perfect because I actually got Cody to get back in the gym with me as well. So he did, well, he only got back in the gym with me, I guess Wednesday. He did like, it was like a leg focused workout, I believe, on Wednesday, and I think a little bit of back. But bless his heart, he hasn't been in the gym consistently in a very long time, so any workout that he does do, he gets extremely sore really bad. So he only went to gym with me once this week, and then he had to go to work, and then he just felt like he was too sore yesterday to go work out, and now he's back at work again today. So we're slowly easing Cody back into the workout split as well. Maybe by the new year, I was joking with him and saying that we're going to be like those typical like New Year's resolutioners when the new year comes, and we're just going to start fresh in the new year. But hey, if it works, it works. So we might have to make a New Year's resolution that we're going to consistently get back in the gym. Yeah, basically that's what I was getting to, is that most of my workouts recently have been a lot of my old powerlifting programs that my powerlifter coach did for me. So basically, I just kind of started from the beginning. Like I started off with powerlifting, just with some easing into it workouts. So not like hardcore, like training in the middle of like a powerlifting prep workout, but I literally just pulled like some of my very first powerlifting workouts out of the bank. And I've just been completing those, and that's kind of what I was talking about, like what my current workout split is right now. What I talked about earlier is what I typically do, but what I've been doing recently is I've been pulling a lot of my old powerlifting workouts out and doing those. It's just something different. It's a different kind of goal to go after in the gym, as a lot of the workouts have like specific numbers that I'm supposed to hit. Let me tell you, it's like I'm starting from the very beginning again. I'm just a little weakling when it comes to lifting now. Some of the powerlifting numbers that my coach had listed at the beginning of my program were very difficult for me to hit right now. That just shows how much strength that I have just lost from doing my bodybuilding prep this year. But anyways, it is almost 2 o'clock now, and I've only eaten once, which was my late breakfast from this morning. So I'm gonna go to the house and go get something to eat. We are back home and about to make me a post-workout snack, starting with a protein shake with just water. And I am using the Level 1 by Phorm. This is actually in one of their limited flavors, Christmas Nog, one of the flavors that came out for the holidays. 1 scoop of that with just some water in my shaker, and then I'll be taking glucose disposal agent, so just 2 capsules of that. I always take this with a high carb meal, which is typically going to be either breakfast, pre-workout, or post-workout. And as always, there is a free shipping discount link in the description box down below, so be sure you go and check that out for all my favorite Phorm products. And then we're going to be making as my post-workout carb, I'm just going to have a fruit bowl. So I'm going to chop up a banana, half of an apple, throw some bloobs in there, have a few of these toasted almonds, and sprinkle it with some cinnamon. But while I'm making this fruit bowl, I wanted to come on here and talk to y'all a little bit more about like why my workout split has changed and kind of like what's been going on. I already touched on this in my last video. I just kind of talked about, I've been in a really big funk since Miami Nationals, since my last competition. It's been extremely hard for me just to kind of get back on track, get back into the routine of eating properly, sticking to my nutrition, my diet, and ultimately sticking to the gym and loving the gym again. And I just really struggled back and forth for weeks now. Heck, it's been over a month now at this point. I've just tried different things just to kind of get my excitement back up for the gym. I've tried to be consistent with my nutrition and have failed just about every single week. I don't know if I've had 100% success yet for an entire week, that is. I've gone like a few days in a row where I'm like, yes, like that's an accomplishment, but then I like fall off the wagon like the next couple of days or so. And it's really hard right now because here in America, it's the holidays, and this is like the iconic time of the year where we just indulge in comfort foods and all kinds of holiday treats. There's parties and events going on, you know, with family, friends, and work, and it's just a lot going on. There's a lot of things to distract you, and it's very, very easy to just kind of, you know, derail and go off your plan. There was like a couple of weeks ago where I was in such a bad funk. I was actually kind of concerned for myself. I've never been a person to really think that like I'm depressed in any sort. And I think everyone kind of goes through a little bit of like depression, so to speak. And I'm not talking about like clinically depressed, because there are people who are like clinically diagnosed and, you know, depressed. But I'm talking about just like on the edge there, you know. And there was a couple of weeks ago where that I was thinking like, oh my gosh, is this me? Like, is this, like, what is going on? Because I just had zero motivation to go to the gym. I could not get myself up, like, off the couch or out of bed. Now, granted, a lot of my workouts that week were mainly morning workouts, and y'all know that if y'all been following me for so long, I absolutely hate to work out in the morning time. So a lot of my workout sessions were in the morning time before work. It was cold and rainy that week, and just all these factors that would like affect a person's mood about like wanting to go to the gym, you know? I don't know, and I was just tired and kind of stressed from work, and no matter what, I just felt really negative about the gym and going to the gym. And I didn't get up and go to the gym like at all that week. And I hated it already, but the fact of knowing that I didn't go to the gym almost drug me down that much more. And I really was trying to go through and think to myself, like, am I, like, is this me being depressed, you know? I was really struggling with that for a while, and I was really struggling with that week. And, you know, I was talking, like, of course, like, I was complaining and kind of moping around to Cody about it, and of course he was just like, it's fine to take some time off, you know, like, everyone deserves a break. And, like, I understand that, and I totally agree with what he's saying, but I think it was just kind of like a little bit more to that than I was willing to admit or realize. And I don't know if any of y'all follow this YouTuber called Meg Squats, or Megan Gallagher. She's also known on Instagram as well. But she's like a YouTuber, and she's really well known within like the weightlifting or powerlifting community, because she is like a national powerlifter. But she's just a great person in general just to follow. She's really entertaining. She's very, she puts out a lot of great content, like informational based as well, and just like some fun content. But I just love her all around. But I was watching one of her videos that she made recently, and she was talking, the title of the video was like her identity crisis. And so she kind of went through a phase after one of her last powerlifting meets this year where she just kind of just detached from the fitness world, so to speak, and she just kind of went through like a down part in her life and just really wasn't feeling motivated to, you know, go to the gym or do her normal routine or be active on social media. And she was just talking about how she thought that she was kind of going through like a little bit of an identity crisis, meaning that there's like people identify her with being like this uplifting and motivating person to like go to the gym, or like this aspiring powerlifter and whatnot, and people just kind of held her up on those, like, this pedestal, or had this big expectation of her. She just kind of got to a moment where she just wasn't really sure if, you know, how people saw her to be, is that who she really was. It was almost kind of like she was getting lost in, like, who she really truly was, because she's such this big person on social media through, like, Instagram and YouTube, and what people see of her or expect of her. But she was almost feeling like detached from that. She wasn't really sure who she truly was anymore. So with all that being said, I'm not saying that's how I technically felt, but I think that was a little bit about what I was experiencing. So kind of coming off of my show, it's been really hard for me to see myself gain a lot of weight back. And I've never been that person that's really been so focused on my image or like my weight gain or anything like that. Like I've never considered myself to have like image issues or anything with myself. But this time around, I think it really had to do because this time I gained the weight back so rapidly. I gained like 10 to 12 pounds above my stage weight within less than 30 days. And I've never done that. It's not healthy to lose that much weight in less than 30 days. And it's certainly not healthy to gain that much weight in 30 days for the most part. So it was really hard for me to accept that. Obviously, I'm not going to be shredded all year round, which I understand that, but I just really wasn't enjoying the way that my body was looking, the way that my body was putting weight on. And I was just almost kind of feeling like guilty, I think, to myself, even though I was really fighting within my head, like, no, this is not me. Like, I'm not that person. But after watching her video, I kind of started to understand that, because I think that was part of the reason why I wasn't feeling that motivated to go to the gym anymore, because I feel like a lot of people see me as like this fitness person, and they almost like expect me to be fit year round, or to obviously appear that I'm fit year round. And I felt like that I was almost like embarrassed to go to the gym, because I felt like people were seeing me now as like, okay, she was just shredded a couple of weeks ago, and now she's like not, I don't want to say fat, but you know, because I'm not fat, I'm not saying that, but you know, it's like people have like this persona or this expectation of you and like who you are, and like people like know me as like K-Dug Fit or something, and that I'm always like so motivating and inspiring when it comes to like the fitness world and stuff too. And I just felt like I wasn't worthy of that anymore, because I don't look the part anymore. And I think that was kind of, that's what was almost like self-consciously keeping me like unmotivated and not wanting to go to the gym, because I was almost like embarrassed to be around the people who know me and see me all the time, and not look the part that I usually do. And I've never had that feeling before. I've never felt like that. And so, again, kind of watching her video, it made me kind of realize, was I having a slight little bit of like an identity crisis? Which is so stupid. All of this I'm saying is so dumb to me. It's so stupid, like whatever. I'm just getting up in my feels right now, okay? I'm just telling you like what's been going on. So I just kind of decided to, you know what, we're just going to take it day by day, little baby steps, and we're just going to work towards trying to be as consistent as we can about eating, but not beating ourselves up over it, because it is the holidays. We need to enjoy this time with friends and family. Eat the foods that are, you know, iconic for around this time, and enjoy yourself, but get back on track the next day. And just trying to strive to be as consistent as you can. So that's what I've really been focusing on. Again, doing a lot better with that now. As far as the gym, I just kind of decided to change up. I was just kind of doing workouts like here and there, like something I would see on Instagram or on YouTube or something, try that workout. Then I realized, you know what, I need to be on like more of like a structured program. So that's why I went back to doing like my powerlifting. So I just felt like I needed to change up my training altogether. And instead of doing like a bodybuilding split workout, what I've been doing like all year for my prep, I decided to do more of like a powerlifting workout split. So that's why I kind of drug out some of my old powerlifting workouts, and that's what I've been following, and it's really been helping me. It's kind of given me like a different goal and a different kind of mindset of lifting in the gym, and it's been successful so far. And like I said, this week was the first week that I enjoyed and willfully wanted to go to the gym, and I was, you know, very successful in my workouts. I got a good workout in. I got, you know, I got sweaty. I got a good pump in. I'm still not the happiest with like the way I'm looking right now, but I know that's not going to happen overnight. As with anything, it's not going to happen overnight. That's kind of where I'm at right now and what's kind of been going on, and I'm just trying to not beat myself up over the way that I look or the way I've been eating or anything recently. So just because I've never really been in this kind of funk before. I just think now I'm just finally like being honest and real with myself now that like you haven't been 100%. Obviously you haven't been consistent with your nutrition or your workouts, and you just need to get it together. And so that's what we're working on right now. Alright, so with that all being said, that's kind of like where my headspace is and everything right now. So we're doing better, we're getting better day by day. This is what my fruit bowl looks like. We got apples, bananas, blueberries, almonds, and a little bit of cinnamon in there. And I'm gonna drink my post-workout shake. And yeah, I don't know what we're gonna get into, because right now it is 2:15. And I've rambled for a really long time. So, saw these pizzas the other day in Kroger. They are cauliflower crust pizza. This is by the brand Real Good Pizza. I have had their regular pizzas before where it's maybe like a chicken breast, which is super good. But I wanted to try these. So the macros on such pizza is 16 fat, 9 grams of carbs, and 17 protein for a fourth of the pizza. So there are 4 servings in this. Obviously, if you eat the whole pizza, which I will most likely do. High in fat, however, I'm a person that always has higher fats. But I was mainly getting it just for the saving of carbs, and you get a pretty good amount of protein in this. So I ended up getting 2 different flavors. This is just a veggie one and then a margarita one. But of course, I am a meat eater and I gotta have some meat and some more protein. So I added some turkey pepperonis on top, and I already have my oven preheating to 400 and cook this up and give it a taste. I'm just curious about the cauliflower crust, because in the past, haven't had the greatest luck with cauliflower crust pizzas, but we'll see. I'll let y'all know how it turns out. Okay, pizza is done. Giving it a taste right now. Not bad. Not bad. The crust towards the middle is a little bit soggy. The outside's more crispier. I guess I could have left it in there to bake a little bit longer, but I definitely don't like a burnt crust. But I like that it doesn't taste like cauliflower. That's what I was fearing. That's pretty good. I would definitely eat that again. Okay, I'm continuing. Oh, this lighting. Slater says, yes, I feel you on that. But I'm continuing the rest of my Saturday doing absolutely nothing. I'm about to get in bed, and me and Slater are about to watch some Netflix, specifically the newest season of House of Cards. If you're into politics, which I am not, but I do really like this series. It's a really good series. But I'm about to wind down and just do that for the rest of the night because I don't have anything else planned, and it started storming here. And yeah, I'm just gonna join this guy over here. He's already ready in bed. I hope you enjoyed watching today's video. I guess the next time I'll see you will be the new year, actually. So I just want to come on here and wish everyone a happy new year, and I will see y'all next year in 2019. Goodbye, y'all.